We had our fun here last week, even though it's obviously not a lot of fun, but we were talking, just trying to get you riled up. TJ Jefferson, Rich Eisen Show, resident Dallas Cowboy fan, all riled up in the fact that Dak's calf would not be able to support him to play in this Sunday Night Football game. We were also having our fun wondering if NBC could flex out, in between, 7 and 7:30 p.m. on a Sunday night Eastern time, or flex out in between quarters 1 and 2.
I did not take the cheese.
But we did not see coming the theme of Week 8 Sunday, which is Halloween 2021, Attack of the Killer Backups. Didn't see that one coming, did we? And so already the table being set by Mike White of the Jets and Geno Smith of the Seahawks and Trevor Siemian, who had to come in the middle of a game and beat back the Bucs for the Saints. Did not see that as the table set for Cooper Rush getting the start and throwing for 325 yards, including the game-winning score to Amari Cooper. Cooper to Cooper.
Amari Cooper Rush.
To win it for the Dallas Cowboys. Now then, got to give it up to everybody involved. Got to give it up to Dak for potentially telling his coaching staff during that vaunted warm-up that we were all talking about on Friday, and then that was what we were talking about on game day morning all Sunday on our show, which is he's going to give it a go. And I don't know how that went, but if Dak even turned to his coaching staff and was honest, yeah, it's not 100%. And kudos to the coaching staff, the medical staff, for allowing him to give it a go, which was a risk. Even Collinsworth said, Mooch said it on Sunday game day morning. Collinsworth said in the game he could have gotten hurt during that warm-up. But guess what? I know many of America, much of America, if not half of America, doesn't want to hear this. Things are breaking the Dallas Cowboys' way. Because luck, if you want to call it that, is the residue of design. And this team is designed to win a championship in 2021. I said it a few weeks ago. After they beat the Chargers here in Los Angeles, after they beat the New England Patriots in New England, I said it before, I'll say it again, the Dallas Cowboys are built to win the Super Bowl this year and are a bona fide threat to win the Super Bowl this year. The Packers have one loss. The Cardinals have one loss. The Rams have one loss. They all are 7-1, and a half game right behind them, because they've already been on their bye week, is now the Dallas Cowboys at 6-1, and the usual stuff that takes them down is some sort of coaching problem, whether in the game, leading to the game, scheming for the game. Last night against the Minnesota Vikings, that wasn't the problem. It wasn't a problem. The other problem that usually happens is the backup can't do it. That didn't happen. Sometimes the problem is the offensive line gets banged up. Tyron Smith was out, and Cooper Rush still stood back there and stayed in there. Made his mistakes, sure. There was even a sack force fumble because Pollard didn't pick up a blitz. But the Cowboys picked him up every time on defense because they are built to win. That depth chart has been tested more than any team, it seems. Everybody's got their injuries. The Cowboys' depth chart has been tested. Tank Lawrence has been out for over a month, and they're getting pressure on Kirk Cousins. Back end, front end, running game, Zeke and Pollard. Name me two on the same team better than that. Passing game, Cooper, Lamb, Wilson, who ran one right up the gut on a beautiful throw and schemed pass and execution by quarterback and wide receiver. Timeout by Mike McCarthy when Randy Gregory was off the field towards the end of the game. Burn the timeout. Get your guy back on the field. Like, it's situationally smart. How many times do you talk about that, about the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff when the game's on the line? Cooper Rush was prepared. He was coached up. Kellen Moore got him ready. McCarthy, what he's doing, we don't know behind the scenes, but he's the CEO of this, man. Quinn is dialing it up on defense, more on offense. Can Zuerlein have a clean game kick in? That would be nice. But outside of all of it, last night's the games the Dallas Cowboys supposed to lose. And they didn't. And they were getting some adversity in the game. They lost the lead late. And Cooper Rush drove them down the field. And they didn't set up for a field goal. They jammed it in the end zone to a wide receiver who's using a Theragun and a tennis ball during that drive.
Yes.
This is what normally takes the Cowboys down. Nope. Not this week, and apparently not this year. And the East is done too. You can rack up the AFC South, and you can chalk up the NFC East, and pretty much, thanks to the Cowboys' win last night, you could put the NFC North on the board too. Longest season ever. 3 of the 8 divisions are, to use the phrase here in Los Angeles, for many, many years, it's the Jello's jiggling. Put it in the freezer. Put it in the ice box. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.